Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Noble Beauty. I am your hostess with the beauty mostest and none of the bull crappiest, Emily Doll, here to bring you all the beauty reviews with total honesty and sometimes probably more info than you would like. So recently I was sent a box of goodies from Beauty Blender and INFLUENSTER to test out and review for all of you guys. Now INFLUENSTER is a platform that connects beauty bloggers and bloggers all over the world with brands to get the content in our hands so we can get the content out there for you guys so you guys can learn more and, I don't know, I guess beauty shop with more knowledge because you kind of have more opinions from a lot of different people. But the thing I like the most about INFLUENSTER is that it's not like a lot of those programs that connect with bloggers, because you don't have to worry about being told that you have to post false findings or false reviews. INFLUENSTER just asks that you post about the product honestly and just really get that good beauty juju out into the world. You know what I'm saying? So I was sent a whole bunch of beauty blenders to use. Now, I've never used a real beauty blender. I am ashamed of myself, but when Beauty Blender came out, I never really considered using a sponge. I was using a brush at the time, and it was alright. It wasn't the best. And then I saw a knockoff blender at Walmart, and I tried it, and that's just what I've been using ever since. I was really dumb to think that those were anywhere near the same as this. I was going into it with figuring it's a sponge. How different could they be other than price, right? Well, I was 100% wrong. So beauty blenders are made out of a totally different material, 100% different than the sponge that you would get at, say, Walgreens or CVS or Target. So basically the beauty blenders that you're getting in those types of places are just a bigger chunk of those cheap rip-off sponges that like your mom and aunts used to use back in the 80s. All they do is eat your product, they don't blend well, and you're just losing money, and not only something that you can't clean and reuse, but basically takes and eats more product than you're even putting on your face. So the Beauty Blender itself, as you can see, it's got that little egg shape. It's got a great point to get into all the tiny places. It's an amazing shape. It's anything other than this is kind of pointless. They have a lot of different shapes now, and other than the ones with like the sharp corners or edges for like contouring or getting into really tight places, I mean, it doesn't make sense. This works for me. This is great. I don't need anything fancier, and it's awesome. But it is made out of an exclusive latex-free aqua activated material that allows all your makeup to stay on top instead of sink down in. So when you put this next to, say, one of the knockoff sponges, you can tell by looking at them that they're different materials right off the bat. And then when I put my makeup on my face and I started to blend, I could definitely tell that it was staying on my face. I was blown away, honestly. I was blown away because I usually put my concealer on, my foundation on, I blend, and then I immediately need to put more product on, and I have to go over my face at least twice, no matter what. And I only had to do it once. That was it. That's amazing. Like, the product that I'm gonna save, when foundation is $48 or more a bottle in some brands, and even in the cheaper brands is now like $8 to $12, some $14 to $17 at a drugstore. That's a lot of money for foundation. And if you're a working woman and you're out there wearing makeup, or if you're a man and you wear makeup, or anybody in between that wears makeup and you go out every day, that's a lot of makeup all day, every day, and you're losing, it's like putting makeup on 2 to 3 people every day instead of just one. You're gonna go through product like crazy. And I definitely noticed that that wasn't the case with the Beauty Blender. So right off the bat, it's saving you product, saving you money. It blends flawlessly. I don't have any lines anywhere. It blended flawlessly. It blended my contour in really well. I'm not mad at it. So far, this one is winning in the department of, I mean, it's saving me money. It does its job and it's saving me money. So that's a really big deal. Also, if you look at it, it's a different texture than the other beauty sponges. This one has kind of more of a, it leaves an airbrushed, it just lays it down more naturally, I guess, is a weird way to say it, but it does. It lays it down very seamlessly, very evenly, and I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this. I'll never go back to a regular sponge. I will definitely continue to use the Beauty Blender because it is great. It does what it's supposed to. It's hard to find products that build you up and have these big, you know, hey, we offer all these things, and then when you get it, you know, a lot of times you're let down, and this product did not let me down at all. And in the end, it gave me so much more than I started with. So we are going to take a break, and I'm gonna let you guys see my first reaction video when this box showed up and how excited I was to see inside. So give that a watch, and I hope that you enjoy it because it's got a lot of info in it. Okay. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh. So I know I'm interrupting our review video, but I had to add this in because, well, it's amazing. I've never received a box like this before, so I was really excited and I filmed it and I wanted to share it with you guys. So keep watching if you want to see my first reaction to what's in this box. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, I'm so excited. I just came home from picking Charlie up from school, and we are in the car, and we're talking about all kinds of stuff, right? What kid didn't listen, who's in trouble at school, how he got to go in the treasure box because he's not a bad listener, you know, kid stuff, drama on the playground. And what do I find when I get home but a beautiful package from INFLUENSTER and Beauty Blender with guess whose name on it? Mine. I don't know how Beauty Blender got my address, but they did. And if they want to come over for dinner at any point, you guys can come over. Like, I'm not joking. Just come over. I'll make you whatever you want. So, INFLUENSTER is a platform for a lot of different brands to get their products into the hands of beauty gurus and beauty guinea pigs. I'm definitely not in the beauty guru category, I wouldn't say. More of the beauty guinea pig, because I'll try anything, especially if it has glitter on it. But they do get product into bloggers' hands, so these brands can have real reviews, real testing, real women blogging and posting about their products from real experiences with the products. It's not just, hey, we're gonna send you free stuff, we want you to post this, this, or this about it. It's, hey, you're a part of the new Voxbox or whatever they're sending out, and we want to know your opinions and how you feel about the product. So feel free to try it out and share it with all of your friends and family. So that's what I do. They send me product every once in a while. I test it and I share it with you guys and give you guys real 100% personal reviews on such product. And there's no pressure from brands trying to get us to post false reviews or tell you guys something about products that are not true. So the thing with INFLUENSTER is that they do hook up with real bloggers, real brands, and everything is just honest to goodness. Testing, trial and error, whether you like it, whether you hate it, you know, just good old guinea pigging on the beauty products. So we're gonna get into this box. You guys have to see it. Once you see it, you're gonna understand why I was so excited. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah! Look at it. It's bright pink. First of all, which you can't be mad at anything that's bright pink. This is a beautiful box. It has Beauty Queen written all over it. It's got a beautiful little beauty blender on the top. So I immediately knew who it was before I even read anything on the box. It's got INFLUENSTER's signature on the side, because without them, beauty bloggers like me would not have the opportunity to keep doing what we love for all of you out there. Now we're gonna open this box. I'm not gonna lie, I peeked inside and it's pretty glorious. So you're gonna have to brace yourself. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna give you a minute. Get ready. It's gonna be amazing. Are you sitting down now? Because it's time. So this box is obviously brimming with beauty blenders. Yes. Yes. I have 6 of my very own brand new original beauty blending sponges. Do you know how exciting that is for me? It's really exciting because I've never tried a legit beauty blender sponge. I know. I'm ashamed of myself too. But in my defense, you know, I always use those really crappy sponges that your moms always used growing up, where they like pull off the big block of them that you can buy for like $1.98 at Walmart. Well, here's the problem with those is that all those bitches do is steal all your product. Yes. All those cheap little white makeup sponges that you get on the big sheet that you like rip off, they like come in bulk. It's like Costco makeup sponges, even if you're not at Costco. Like, you buy them in bulk because they know how crappy they are. They know you're gonna go through one every single day, maybe 2 every single day, right? It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. They don't blend your product the right way. You get like big lines. It's just a mess. Not to mention, don't try wetting them. No, I tried wetting one of just the regular little rampy triangle sponges. It was not the same as a beauty blending sponge. It's not. So, I have tried all of the knockoffs. I've tried the orange ones, I've tried the pink ones, I've tried the green ones and the purple ones, the ones that look like all kinds of different funny shapes. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with most of them. Some of them can be a little hard, a little dense, no matter how much you wet them. So when you're trying to blend your makeup, it's like getting beat in the face with a hard loofah. Nobody wants to get beat in the face with a loofah, right? You want this soft, cushiony, beautiful sponge to flawlessly blend your makeup. You know what I'm saying? So a beauty blending sponge is definitely a must. But you guys, look at all of this. There's so many. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway or something so I can share some of these with you beautiful ladies. I didn't just get beauty blender sponges. I also got one of their solid cleansers. It's a travel friendly blender cleanser. You got that right. So this is, you just wet your sponge or your brush with water, and then you just put it in there and get it all soaked up, and it's going to clean all of your nasty makeup out of there, because you definitely don't want anything nasty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this has, let's see, it says you just wet your sponge or brush with water, squeeze or stroke into soap, work into a lather, rinse well, and squeeze out excess water and let air dry. So this is a good way to clean your blenders. Even if you don't have a beauty blender that's Beauty Blender brand, this is a great cleaner to clean all of your beauty brushes and sponges. So it's a 1 ounce solid block of cleaning magic. You can't be mad at that. So what else is in here? One more thing. Yeah, it's not over yet. This is like the Barney bag. It just keeps giving. So inside is a beautiful little, it's a beautiful little Easter egg. No, it's not. It's magic to clean all of your brushes and things. Yes. So inside, I'm going to show you guys the back. It's pretty cool. So this is a Keep It Clean cleansing mitt for fast and deep cleaning of your beauty blending sponge. So it's kind of got these little slits in the top and in the bottom, and I don't know if you can see, but it allows you to kind of get a grip and kind of work your sponge in it and really work it around. It also works on your brushes, and it comes with a little cleansing soap, a little baby one to get you started. Yeah, so this is pretty amazing. It says, say goodbye to dirty blenders and brushes and hello to your new cleansing routine. So easy to clean your beauty blender and brushes in the palm of your hand. Our cleansing mitt features exclusive texture material designed to clean but not tear your blender, which is important because I've tried to clean my blending sponges before, and a lot of them just kind of break down and start cracking, and you don't want that because then stuff gets trapped in all of that, and then when you're trying, you just want one sponge without any holes or cracks, you know? And this isn't going to rip apart your sponge, so in the long run it helps you reuse your sponge more times. You don't have to toss it and get a new one, you save more money. Also included are 2 of our best selling cleansers: the Mini Blender Cleanser Solid and a Liquid Blender Cleanser Packet for you to test drive. I'm totally down. I'm totally down. I have a lot of really dirty brushes in there that I need to clean because I'm usually like busy cleaning up juice and candy and crackers and like things with my kids. I don't ever wash my brushes, so this is going to make it 10 times easier to keep my brushes and my blenders clean, which ultimately is better for your face. You don't want to use dirty tools because then it just makes your face gross. You could get acne, different infections on your face, your eye. You got to keep your stuff clean. Don't be lazy like me. It's not cute. Okay. Ultimately, this is a really exciting moment for me. I've never tried an official beauty blender, so now you guys are going to be able to get a real review from somebody who's used all the cheap ones, but none of the expensive ones. Now, I know Beauty Blender has put out several different types of sponges, different sizes. They all do different things. I have the original and the one and only Beauty Blending pink sponge. Now the cool thing about these, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of some like tidbits on the Beauty Blender sponge. I do know about it. I've researched it. I've looked into it. I just have never purchased one for myself. Again, I am ashamed. Please don't be mad at me. So the thing about the Beauty Blender sponge is that it is the first of its kind. Beauty Blending sponge was the first 360 sponge that came out. It's what started the craze. It's what started everything. And I have to say, I'm not mad at it at all. I've used a lot of the really bad sponges. I don't like putting my foundation on with a brush. And until these types of sponges came out, I mean, I figured it out. I got my makeup on. It wasn't a big deal. But this has definitely made it easier. I will not go back to anything else other than a beauty blending sponge. Now that I have these to try, I'm probably going to get spoiled and never want to buy anything other than Beauty Blending brand blending sponges. Say that 10 times fast. But they're amazing. They're latex free. They have the aqua activated technology that they have when you wet them helps keep your product on top of the sponge and doesn't just sink in. Like a lot of sponges just absorb it. It just kind of goes down into your sponge and you get a little bit, but most of your product is in the middle. It just keeps going down into there and you're wasting so much money. And when foundation is like $48 a bottle, the last thing you want to do is literally just feed it to beauty sponges every single day, right? So the good thing about the Beauty Blender that the other blenders that look like this don't have is the same type of technology, and they're not made out of the same material, and they eat your product. So Whereas you might spend a little bit more money on an official beauty blender, you're definitely going to be saving in the long run because you're going to be going through less of your liquid foundations and whatever else liquid that you use your blender to put on. You feel me? So a couple last points that I want to make is that the great thing about these is that they can be used not only on your face, but they can be used to apply body makeup. They grow to 2 times their original size when they're wet. So you get this tiny little sponge and it grows and it helps you just blend all your makeup down your neck, onto your chest. If you're applying any other type of like liquid bronzers or highlighters, it can help blend those. They're great for anything and everything when it comes to applying liquid makeup. Now, I also want to say that these, although you can clean them, they do recommend that you toss them and get a new one every 3 months because, well, it just gets gross and it holds bacteria no matter how many times you wash it. So keep that in mind because you don't want to be putting dirty germs on your face. But, I mean, there's more to this video. I'm not going to continue with my rambling on. But this stuff is amazing. You guys definitely are going to have to check this out for yourself and keep watching because there's more to this review. And at the end, I'm going to tell you how I really feel about this sponge after I actually try it. So stay tuned. And remember, I love your faces. Keep on blending. Here's me with more info on the Beauty Blender. Back at yourself. What is up, guys? Welcome to my first try with an official beauty blender, beauty brand, beauty blender. What? Yeah, I think I just said that right. So this is my review of the beauty blender that was sent to me as a gift from Beauty Blender and INFLUENSTER. I've never tried an official beauty blender sponge. Other than, you know, knockoff little guys like these from Walmart. So this is my first try with this. So here I am naked faced and I am going to apply with this little guy. As you can see, it is wet, squished and squashed out and ready to apply. And it really is about 2 times larger than its original size. I can already tell from the difference in sponge textures by the material used. Beauty Blender is definitely a different material. This really is just a bigger chunk of those sponges that I was talking about with my stepson's girlfriend the other day, because that's what she was using. She's like, I need to get a real blending sponge like you do. And she had just those little like pull off triangle sponges. And now that I'm looking, it really is just a bigger piece of that same sponge material. Beauty Blender is 100% different type of sponge. So I'm going to get my face prepped and then we're going to start blending and I'm going to tell you guys what I think. Okay, so now I have some makeup on my face. I'm using NYX Total Control. It is their drop foundation. I'm in shade Porcelain. I love this stuff. It's the second time I've purchased it. And then my concealer is the ever coveted Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. Everybody uses them, they're boss. I prefer Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm out, so tried and true and easier to get to. Ba-doom-tsh. So anyways, we are going to start blending with our Beauty Blender. I hate to get them dirty for the first time, but we are just gonna get in there. So I'm used to using these, which are just knockoff versions of the original, and I can already tell a difference. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be that obvious, but it is. I have a little blemish, a little Monroe that Mother Nature gave me, have you? This really is different. Wow. It's really, the blend is different. The blend is better. So by now, I look like a ghost, but we'll get there. So by now, if I was using this one, I would already be applying more of my product. 100%, I would be applying more of my product. I have dark circles. I'm really pale, so they're usually pretty dominant on my face. And I'll put my concealer on, just like I showed you guys, and my foundation and start blending. And it's still dark. It's like as soon as I start going in, it definitely has taken it off, and I have to go in with a second coat. This has not done that at all. Beauty Blender has not done that at all. I'm kind of blown away. You don't ever expect like such dramatic, obvious reactions from a product, from products in general anymore. You know, it's like we all automatically get ready to be let down because so many products let you down. So it's really great when you find the ones that say they do something, and then when you use them, they do exactly what they say. And this is amazing. I don't think I'm gonna have to go in with a second coat at all. I'm really shocked right now. And it's even, I kind of have these deep little hollows in my nose, and the little point on this definitely gets in the crease and the point a lot better than this. Because this, you can get in there, and this just kind of, the shape is a little too big. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I am amazed, guys. I don't even have to apply a second coat of product. That is boss. Way to go, Beauty Blender. Y'all, oh my god, this is amazing. They're knocking me off my socks. All right, well, I'm sold on the concealer and foundation application of the official Beauty Blender, official, originally first of its kind. Now I'm gonna go in with a little contour, and we're gonna see how this does on that. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing with cream contour, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna use the fluffy booty end of this and see how it does with blending out this contour. I'm just using a Wet n Wild makeup stick contour in shade Oaks on You. Man, if I would have known that this color was a joke like that, I probably would have bought it just because of that alone. All right, so I've got some contour. We're gonna start blending it out and see how this does. And I'm using the fluffy booty end. So let's just get in here and see. Contouring is hard. It is. It took me a really long time to learn how to contour. And I tried learning with cream, and I just looked like I had a muddy face all the time. So I gave up the cream, and I started with a powder contour kit, and I definitely was more capable of using that one. And it kind of taught me how to apply, like where to apply, what my technique of applying contour on my face structure would be. It was a little more forgiving than the cream, where the cream can just get dark and out of control. The powder was a little easier for me to kind of apply more or less and blend. And now I'm kind of back trying to use a cream contour because I am like, I want to look like I know what I'm doing. But I don't. But we're doing it anyways, because ain't nobody can control us or our contour. So, I mean, it's blending it in really nicely. Like, you can see some definition clearly, right? I can. So, I'm going to start on my nose. Now, nose contouring doesn't really make sense to me. I guess it's to make it smaller, right? I mean, I have a pretty little nose. My brother used to make fun of me because my nose has that little boop. And he used to tell me, like, people are going to sled down my nose. And when I was little, it used to bother me. And now when I'm thinking about right now going, it ain't that big of a deal. It's like a little elf nose. I like it. All right. I don't know if I did anything, but we got some contour. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I definitely have to say that the Beauty Blender sponge has blended out my liquid foundation, my cream concealer, my cream contour. It's blended it perfectly, and it has 100% saved product. Like, it saved me product 100%. When it says in their promotional stuff that it's going to help you save product because it doesn't absorb your product, it keeps it on the top, so it's going actually on your skin. I'm sold. That's a factual statement, in my opinion, of the Beauty Blender, because I always have to do at least 2 coats of foundation and multiple concealers to cover my dark circles to my satisfaction. And this is literally just 1, and I'm done. So that's 50% just in the first time. Oh my gosh, Beauty Blender, you are amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup routine. I know you guys want to watch, but there's still more to this review, including my final thought on the bad boy, the original, the boss lady of blenders, the BB queen forever, baby. So stay tuned for that craziness, because we'll be coming at ya. I think one of the really important things that you need to remember when you're using beauty sponges, in my opinion, is the hygiene of the product. With the Beauty Blender, it is made out of a much better material, so a lot of your product isn't even getting anywhere deep inside the sponge. It's staying pretty close to the top layer. So it's easier to clean, it's easier to get a lot of that out. Whereas when I washed my regular sponges, they did not come clean at all. You can't, like, there's no way to get it all out, even if you try to clean it. It's just pulled in there so deep, and you're just washing and washing. And then as I was trying to clean my sponge, it started ripping and tearing. So you're defeating the purpose. You might as well just toss it and buy another one. And then when you think about it, it's no different than the pull-off ones. So you're like, well, if I'm spending $5 every other week, or $8 in some places every other week on a knockoff beauty sponge, I might as well spend the little bit extra to get a real one and have it for 3 months and save product. So they do have some really awesome cleaning gadgets for the Beauty Blender, and they sent them for me to try. So I'm going to let you guys watch a little video of me using that for the first time and cleaning my little babies up. So enjoy that, and we'll see you back here for our final review. I'm washing it, y'all. Look at it. So this little hand thing is kind of weird. It's a little slippery. But we're going to town. I'm washing my Beauty Blender, and it smells good. It's in the wash. Stay tuned. Alright, here's this beautiful little baby fresh out of the wash. It did really well. It's clean. It smells good. Everything came out except for a little discoloration from the contour, but I mean, this is a clean sponge. It looks like I never used it. Amazing. Now I'm going to do my cheap one and see how clean we can get it, considering it absorbs mostly everything. Okay, so I just washed my cheap one, and as you can see, it is still filthy. It didn't get out hardly anything. Also, all of this black, I spilled loose black pigment all over my sponge, and it didn't get any of that out. So as you can see, washing this didn't even come close to the real Beauty Blender because, I mean, it's all right in the core. Beauty Blender holds all your stuff on the top, so it's easy to clean. These are just absorbing it. Gross. Also, it started to rip, which Beauty Blender doesn't do because, well, it's made out of much better material. So I definitely would have to say that the Beauty Blender cleans up, is more hygienic, it withstands, it cleans, save more money. So there's that. Let's get back to the rest of the video, shall we? So my final thought for the Beauty Blender is that it really is a noble beauty product. It works for everyone. It has nothing in it that's going to mess with your skin. They offer a lot of different ones now for different skin types. I know that. But this is the first and only Beauty Blender I've used, and compared to the regular sponges, it is different. It is better. Is it worth $20? I definitely would say that it's worth the $20 because it's reusable. They offer a lot of different cleaning options, so you can keep these clean, you can reuse them longer, and you don't have to replace them as often. They do recommend that you replace them every 3 months no matter what, but I buy more beauty sponges now than replacing one, and when the beauty sponges other places are between $5 and $8, it's definitely worth your money and worth your time. So I don't really have anything negative to say about the cheaper sponges other than they're not really saving you money like you think, because ultimately you're buying more in foundation and liquid beauty products. Then, I mean, you might as well just buy the sponge. You're gonna save in that area and you'll have a better sponge, a better application. You can wash and reuse and it's not gonna break down or split or crack or tear. So as far as Noble Beauty is concerned, Beauty Blender is going to be a must in the beauty arsenal, and I mean the Beauty Blender brand. It really is better and it's really worth your money. So this one passes the test, guys. I highly recommend you checking this out and giving it a try. Share your comments in the comments below. How do you feel about Beauty Blender? How do you feel about the cheaper ones? Let us know what you think. But as far as Noble Beauty is concerned, I'm gonna probably have to go with name brand here from here on out. I'm Emily Doll. This is Noble Beauty. Beauty Blender is bomb. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Noble Beauty, all about the blender. BB Queen Nation. What? It's an amazing little product, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Remember, there's all kinds of contact information for me at the end of this video as well as in the description, so if you have any questions about the product, beauty things in general, or if you're a brand that wants to contact me to be on Noble Beauty, all of that contact information is listed below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and ding that bell so you don't miss out on any new episodes, and feel free to share and leave some comments for your fellow beauty lovers if you have any tips or tricks. I am Emily Doll. Remember that being yourself will never go out of style, and it is the most beautiful thing on this planet. I love your faces, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.